Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Deeply Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deeply Renegade, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 467. Today is Saturday, June 29th, 2024, and I'm glad you could join me today. Apparently, my child doesn't really want to sleep right now. So, would it be? I guess the fog's coming in now, so we'll see how today goes. I also feel like a little bit distracted because my fiber is sort of I can't tell if my computer is tilted. Whatever. It's probably okay. Whatever. It's fine. Um, so I think I intended to record last week, and then the day that I actually had free, I totally spaced out. I took a nap. So whatever, it's been a little bit late, and you can see like a little bit of hair sparkle. So, so last weekend, we ended up spending in Buffalo for my spouse's grandmother's celebration of life. Um, and so that was a Friday to Monday trip, sort of prevented me from recording. Um, but I did manage to get some knitting done, so that was exciting. Um, so where I stand right now is that I do have a finished Marshland sweater. So this is a tin can knits pattern um, that I knit out of Deepbluerenegade Natura Ulysses in a navy blue, a red, a light blue, and then a tan colorway. So overall, really quite cute. I want to get like at least just one photo of my child in it before I block it. Cause or would it be? Cause red's always a tricky color. Um, but yeah, so this is definitely plenty big on him, and we should be able to get quite a bit of wear out of this one. Um, and I think it turned out really darling. So I ended up um doing some short rows in the back in order to help um bring the neck in a little bit more and also bring it up a bit. Um, and then I ended up doing the bind offs all in red because I thought that would look really cute in this pattern. I don't think I'm wrong. So, all done. I finished that on the trip, but it's been a little bit chaotic lately. So that was 536 and a half yards because me delaying podcasting was actually to uh, make my little stash house spreadsheet. So my Still Like tunic got me, what is it, to 1800 meters. Fixing the yellow hat got me to, um, like, whatever, 20, whatever, 20, it doesn't even make sense. And so with the little sweater, then that means I'm at 2,563, which isn't a ton. um, whatever, it's fine. And then we'll we'll see what else gets done. I'm I'm not gonna be too worried about it. um, but it does end up, yeah, it will be, I guess it will be interesting to see what I decide to do. Like one thing that I am pondering is whether or not I wanted to um start another sweater from Tin Can Knits. I'll have to, it may be the case where I have to go to go to Ravelry and figure out what I want to do there exactly. Also, medium level chaos, because I haven't been particularly good about updating Ravelry. So let's see. So if I go to my library and I look at my sweater collection, I think I need to download this and then send it to books. Okay. All right. I am wondering if I want to do this one with the leftover yarn from the sweater, because what would be? I ended up using like a little bit more than 2.5 skeins. So would it be? So I am contemplating if I want to do this one. And so it comes in preemie through 4-year sizes. Um, and then the hat apparently comes in all sizes, so we'll figure out if I want to do that. And this one does look to be calling for fingering weight yarn, so maybe that would end up upping the yarn usage a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. So, would it be? And then it does end up, I guess, calling. Oh, it does call for buttons to get it over their head. So, would it be? We shall see. You know, I'm trying to figure out what they mean there, but we'll figure it out. Not too crazy. So, what it be? That's what I'm wondering I want to do and get some use out of patterns I've recently bought. Fine. So, would it be? Because it would be the case where it was a lot of fun to do a little colorwork sweater. So, and then it would be medium level hilarious to be knitting this sweater like it's worsted weight, and then the other sweater like it's fingering, and that's just the magic of woolen spun yarn. But I do super duper like working with the Ulysses. I'm really happy I finally got to try it. Because don't get me wrong, like this Harrisville Designs is freaking gorgeous. It just doesn't feel as nice. um, so this is prettier yarn, but this is definitely very soft yarn. So, will it be tough enough for my child? Hard to tell. He can be pretty gross sometimes. So, would it be? So it would be the case where I think that's gonna be my next thing, and then I'll get to use some of the other colors. So, it was the case where, like, I guess the balls of Ulysses are 50-gram balls, and I definitely have tons, tons. Like, I still have a lot of this blue one, tons of the red. Yeah, so I still feel like I have ample yarn here. Like, even more, yeah. So I might need to wind this blue ball because it got sort of chaotic there. um, yeah, but then I still have quite a lot to go on this one. So, um, this is the other project that I'm working on right now is Piper, And I'm actually getting pretty close to starting um, starting the sleeve increases, I think. I'll have to do a quick double check. And what was also like, super interesting was that they actually have you do like a little partial cable at the top of the neck, and I had to like double check the pattern because that didn't seem to make a ton of sense. But it's like a pretty wide neck, but I don't think it's too crazy. Um, and then it does call for like an I-cord finish, so I'll have to decide what I want to do there. But so far so good. So it decided to, and interestingly enough, it's actually the front and back are worked from the top down. The bottom is the sleeves were worked from the bottom up, so I don't even know. Um, so I have this much done on it. Decent way through a skein here. Um, yeah, and I think after or would it be, and it should be pretty straightforward knitting after I um do all the sleeve stuff. So should be pretty straightforward. And then there's enough blank space in this pattern that if I do want to add shaping, if it's not there, then that should be really straightforward to do. Um, and then I just have two full balls hanging out in my bag for when this one runs out, and then I'll have to figure out where my cable needle was. For the most part, what I've been doing is actually stashing my cable needle in the ball I'm working from, but now the ball I'm working from is getting loose enough that the cable needle seems to be coming out. As the case where I feel like it was a good project for a cable needle. um some of those stacked cables when you're like cable, like really do add up. So TBD on if I cast on another sweater, a wee sweater. Or if I keep going on the big sweater. Like really it's not like a ton of work. um what was I, so we could say with two sleeves I was one third or whatever, one third of the way there. um so I think I would have to have two yolks to or whatever. It's fine. For we're thinking about it. We'll get it worked out. Um, so would it be? It would be the case where I do. I think once I establish the sleeve increases, then it should. Or would it be that that'll take away? I think some of the pondering. It would be the case. Like I think I made it to. Let's just go back to that sweater because it was the case where um I will have to, you know, the part where you have to like sort of go back and forth between the pattern and the chart. This would probably be an application where it would have made sense. So it would be the case where okay, yeah. So it would be the case where what I need to do is apparently I need to do row 28 of the chart, and row 28 of the chart corresponds to pretty soon. This might be my row. um yeah, because there would it be, so it would be the case where, yeah, that makes sense. So it'd be the case where the next row that I would work would be one where the side cables match up with the center cable. think that's where I'm at right now. We'll see. And um, then it will get a little bit bigger, so it might be a little bit more slow, but that's fine. Um, as you do. So coming along. Did I get a ton of work? No. Would it be been or it's been like, like a little bit of a weird week because normally I depend a lot on my weekends in order to be ready for the week ahead and make sure um everything's in order and things are good. Um and would it be like I didn't end up taking like an extra vacation day to get get everything in order. So that should be fine. Um as you do. So um yeah. And we shall see about the spinning front. What is it? I know or what is it's definitely been the case like lately where um I've been getting done with work late enough that I do not feel like sitting down and spinning, even though it is lovely. Um, so, what was it? So I did have a chance to spin a little bit today. I'm hoping to have more chance to spin um today as well. Would it be? It would be the case where I am continuing to work on my sweater spin, and Google very helpfully reminded me that I prepped this fiber 2 years ago. So this is my third bag. It still looks like I have a ton of it. Maybe I'm getting medium level nervous that I'm spinning like a little bit fluffier than I did initially, because it does seem like this would be an awful lot to cram onto a single bobbin, but I don't know. And then it has been the case where bits of fiber have been ending up everywhere. So, whatever, it's fine. Um, and then I would say the other thing was, so I ended up pulling out a couple. I guess we can show you the project. So, ta-da! So, what would it be? So, um, mostly blue, but then it also has like browns, yellows, greens, and a little bit of white. Um, so what I'm working on now is the shortest color blocks. And then the game plan is to make a 5-ply yarn on my jumbo bobbin. So should be good. Um, Definitely happy I got my oil and my new drive bands from the woolery finally. So not too crazy there. Um, so will I finish this project by the end of the summer? I don't know, because I'll be gone a bunch. Whatever. Like, yeah, I'll be gone a bunch, but such is life. And then another thing that I do need to remember to do is to mail in my check, because I forgot. But thankfully, uh, the USPS has reinstalled um the mailbox behind my house. City living. We have a slot into our house, but you have to go visit the mailbox to drop your mail off. But there's now, or would it be? They ended up redoing the sidewalk where the mailbox had been installed, so it took them a little bit before they replace the box that had to be taken down so they could completely redo the sidewalk. So it's not like it's that crazy of a walk to go to. um, yeah. And then what would it be? It would be the case where I'll have like a little bit more of extended time off because of 4th of July. Um, I think, let me just look. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's probably fine. So if we look at July, all right, that is gonna present a little bit of a pickle there. um, it would be. It's like, why do I have doubts about me finishing the spinning project? Because I will end up being gone um like another 2 weeks because I will be doing what would it be? So it will be going to SSK and I am with my parents, and so that's a 2 week block of time. And so the right day to record will be the day that I'm flying. Ah, so we'll just have to think about what we want to do there. Um, it's not like it's that hard, but would it be? And it's like an 11 a.m. flight, so it's not really possible to record upload. So I don't know if I will do something next week. Then skip 2 weeks. Or would it be? It will be the case where I will be able to record like that next weekend. But whatever. Things are busy. And then I did end up getting all of my things settled for my work trip to China. So my passport has a visa, and it's the 10-year visa. So I have a brand new shiny passport with a brand new shiny visa, and I will be able to go and get done what needs to be done in March. As you do. Um, and then would it be so it would be the case. So when you think about all those things, I would need to finish my sweater spin before I left for China towards the end of August. So whatever. It may not be a high yardage year this year for SSK. That's or stash dash, but that's fine. But I have created my spreadsheet, so that's positive. And that is also interesting because or what was it? It was a case where I was like, huh, what's what's in my stash dash spreadsheet normally? Because or would be because I've historically always used a Windows computer, but now I have the Mac, so would it be? And then hilariously, I found out that what was it? Apparently, since this is would it be? So it'd be the case where with this Mac, it is connected to my iCloud account, but my iCloud account is also like the work file depository, and so our internet usage my internet usage doubled because I have my work computer and then I have this play computer. But all my work files are on my play computer. So maybe that wasn't the best plan. So then we've been getting whatever irate messages from the internet company being like, you've used all of your data for the month, even though I don't need my work data on this computer. So we may need to figure out how to stop that. because yeah, it's like I don't need that folder. I don't want that folder. It's fine. So, would it be? So we'll would it be? So I'll have to figure out how things end up going down. Um, but yeah, it was the case where I was sort of thinking about what else could be like easy wins for Stash Dash. Like mending is a great one, so it would be the case where I do need to. I have like 2 blankets I can mend. I have um one of DPN sweaters that can be mended. The other two, like, I don't know what happened, but they disintegrated. Um, so I don't know if it's a scenario like my spouse has started to use or would like regularly uses like the enzyme cleaner in the wash, and that isn't good for wool. So even if but it may be the case where there's like trace amounts of it. So I think that's just a lesson learned of um would it be the things that make it possible for baby clothing to be fresh are completely incompatible with wool. And it's also probably a lesson learned that would it be that children are very dirty and get food over everything, and so a sweater that he wears needs to be washed that day. Um, would it be? And but it's not like it stopped me from knitting another one. But I haven't knit him a sweater since before he was born, so all the other sweaters that he's been wearing have been gifts. So, and baby surprise jackets are would it be? They just become short sleeve sweaters at some point. So, as such, we will continue on. So, one of the sweaters should be mendable. The other two like disintegrated at the collar, so like I feel like there's a moral here about food. Like um so would it be? So we'll get it patched up, and then I'll probably just use the estimate for that sweater for how much how much yarn to use because it was one that I hadn't knit myself. But we do have yeah, I was just using this yarn to mend it, so I'll probably just keep doing that. Maybe oh, there's a couple of there's a couple of balls in here that are probably handy. But yeah, I might so there's like a teal part of it that I might mend with this one, and then this one, this is what would it be? Probably fine for mending purposes. Um, and it's not like this is like an invisible mend, but it's fairly close. Um, yeah. And then I don't know, so it may I'll have to decide what I want to do for or would it be like whether or not I would want to do would it be like certain things for my retreat knitting. Um, because I feel like I need to decide on that soon. I'll have to decide before next week. um, so, or if that'll end up being like I was actually looking back in my photos to try to find out when I had started, um, when I had started the Marshland, and I think I concluded it was actually sometime in April when I started swatching. So I'm like, ah, that's probably close enough. um, so would it be? So it would be the case where maybe I'll be a little bit more on top of it um for documenting subsequent sweater. It did seem like I had Piper in there. Okay. Um yeah, I feel like I think I got hung up because I was trying to remember when I had done the cowl, and so I don't know if that was like the scenario where I had a sample for the black squirrel. Um and so I feel like like I definitely like I feel like I started it like close to when I ended up returning to office. But then it's like medium level annoying adding the pictures at this point because it's like 2 years ago. So, unfortunately, would it be? Yeah, like it does definitely like a really big change considering like I would be visiting Ravelry daily, and now it's only at least once a week or whatever, once every other week to post a podcast and maybe look some stuff up. So, would it be? Such is life. Um, so I think that kid never slept. um, so I probably will record next week. Maybe I'll push it off and until the Sunday. We'll see how that goes. Would it be? And then I know it is cool and lovely to have a busy summertime. So and then this weekend was super lovely because there were no plans. It was just recovery. So with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. So take care, guys. Bye bye.